Is that a train of hair? Oh, great. Nevertheless, I've got to make a decision. My buddy don't have another day to spare. He's losing his apple orchard. I've got work to do. We're running out of time. Stay with me, children. It's about to get interesting.
At this time. And now the extended outlook for the period Tuesday through Sunday. There is a slight chance of thunderstorms on Thursday ahead of an approaching cold front. Once the front passes through, much colder air will filter in behind, with a quick drop in temperatures expected. Remaining rain may change over to a mix of rain and snow on Friday. Spotter information statement. Spotter activation is not expected at this time. Here is a look at conditions across the region at 8 p.m. On top of Sugar Camp Mountain near Jackson, the sky was clear. The temperature was 35 degrees and the dew point 28 degrees, producing a relative humidity of 75%. Wind was south, averaging 6 miles an hour, giving us a wind chill of 30. The barometer was 30.16 inches and steady. At the Prestonsburg Big Sandy Regional Airport, the sky was clear. The temperature was 35 degrees and the dew point 29 degrees, producing a relative humidity of 78%. Wind was calm. The barometer was 30.17.
Well, now, children, here I am dragging up the rear. My daddy used to say that when I was little, running behind. I'm behind. Behind on my journal. Behind on updates. Behind on plans to either go to the ridge or make reservations to go elsewhere, to stay off the ridge. Now, you wouldn't think that a routine or a schedule would matter out here much. Well, it don't in some cases. Some days you can just take it day by day and let the rest of it go. But there's some things you have to keep a routine schedule for. You gotta stay ahead of the game out here, children. If you don't, it'll catch up with you quick, fast, and in a hurry. I've learned that the hard way. But today we're 58 days alone in Appalachia, off-grid. 58 days, and I plan on seeing it all the way through, if at all possible. Now, having said that, before we get to the trapping, I want to first of all say I appreciate the birthday wishes, the sharing, the comments, the support on this channel, the things that you do for me and my family. Things that I could read, the texts, and messages. Things that I can see but can't reply to. It's not that I don't want to reply. It's just that I can't. And when I go home, which isn't very often at all, I want to be at home, both physically and mentally. I want to spend that time in quality time, not neglecting the things that's most important to me. My wife, and Scarlett, and my family. You see, it's hard on me being out here, both physically and mentally, but it's hard on them mentally. Now, they support me, but it's tough. And I want to spend that time at home, being at home completely. Now, having said all that, fur's been on the move, but it's been sporadic, hit and miss. Some of the experiences I've had, some of the things that I've learned this week, Now, I'm 52 years old and off grid, and I learn something every day. I'm by no means a professional at anything that I do, and I never claim to be. I learn something new every day. As long as you're alive, you're learning. If you stop learning, you stop living. But I caught my second skunk this week in a dirt hole set.
How are you?
Pretty little fella.
Poopy doo.
He crawled under a rock.
Why don't you try spraying me, man?
As I pulled him out by the tether cable, he had the gun cocked and aimed at me already. Shot me twice before I could get away from him. I didn't mind it though. Remember, children, skunks keep viruses away. I just came to the trap shed and pulled my trap clothes off and hung them out to air out.
Stay with me, Chuck. Yeah, you got
Now, I ain't caught record numbers or put away record numbers. Out here, it's not about numbers. Trust me, it's not all about trapping.
That'll keep cold.
Being off grid's far more than that. And I've had some oddball catches. But I caught an old female at the far end of the property in a big old bait pile. And those traps were a good distance from each other. But she had the front paw in one trap and a rear paw in the other trap. How she done that, I have no idea. She was all tangled.
2 traps.
She'd bound to jump center ways of that bait pile.
And a front
had
paw.
to. She was a rough looking
Jasper.
one. Actually, I've only caught one pretty coyote this year. If you call a coyote pretty. Went down to the pond and caught me another nice beaver. Now, for those that know me, know I'm no beaver trapper. I've caught 8 beaver this year, 4 out of that pond.
Beaver number 4, baby.
Me and this fella, we've been playing a game of chess for a few days. He had 3 or 4 ways into that culvert.
Blouse strikes again.
I'd block him and he had another way to go in. I'd have to hunt it up, block it. Finally, the old 330 got him.
Stay with me. Do a reset.
Nice looking fella. And always a possum 2 or 3 or 4 along the way. Wreck a set. A lot of walking. A lot of searching, a lot of hunting, a lot of scouting. Caught another old coyote down at the reservoir bush.
Opened up the culvert.
He had a trap on each front paw, so that's a double front paw catch. He was a rough looking Jasper too.
Well, they got both
I
hands.
guess you like them rosy brawlers too well.
In the cookie jar.
Nevertheless, I got a buddy that's losing his apple orchard to some beaver. I ain't got very many water sets, so I'm going to have to part out what I've got, try to go help him. You can't replace an apple orchard. He's a bit ways up the road, so I'm going to figure that out. Nevertheless, I'm still out here off grid, still on the grind, still after it. I appreciate you going with me, staying with me. This is your boy String Bean. As always, go farther, stay longer. I plan to.
Yeah. I'm back walking the football field length to get my ramrod. There's some debris inside that culvert. Just a little ways longer than I can find a pole for. So, walked up there to walk down there. For this right here. Be a trapper, they said. Trap beaver, it'll be fun, they said. Huh? I'm about to open that culvert up. They'll send the whole county out here to fix that leak. Come on. Now, as I was saying, they finally decided to send someone out to fix the break that I had created in that culvert. Now, I'm not trying to be some kind of macho bull crapper, tough guy. Y'all know me better than that. But walked it for 6 days. Pulling that with just tools and no beaver. That'll try your perseverance. You will. Go over the mountain, Johnny. Hang on back there. That'll try you. Now, I'm not trying to be a tough guy. By no means. Y'all know me better than that. But being out here is about thriving in the Appalachian Mountains during the winter months. Regardless of what it takes, how much you want to give up. Being out here is about being out here every day in the moment. Not record numbers of coyotes and beavers and bobcats and coons. Look at me, look at me. Ain't got nothing to do with it. That look at me stuff. I'd rather hear me walking in these gravels than self-boast. Got nothing to brag about. Been off grid about 60 days. I've got about 300 pages wrote. I've been hungry. I've been wet, been cold, been tired, been worried. Hands are sore. Can't hardly open a bottle of water. I'm being honest now. Need a haircut. Need a beard trim. Need a bath. I want you to feel how I feel. That's why I'm so raw, so honest. This is humbling out here, I'm telling you. This will make you humble, children. It'll make you humble. That tough guy persona, it won't last long out here. Gung ho. Get it like a dog. Pat yourself on the back. Don't pay the bills, come on. Oh, we've got us one on the struggle bus down there. I can see the fighting. There's the bait pile.
Stay with me, children. Let's drive down. Got to do a reset. Oh, he's struggling.